Alright, hello everyone. So, new Myriad Celestia trailer just dropped for Acheron. Normally I would wait until I get caught up with all the other ones. But for Acheron, I mean, I gotta see this. After what Shaoji said about all the Honkai references and, the MEI RAIDEN ones, I gotta see what this is about. So let's get started.
Do you still remember why Izumo
oh my
forged these
gosh.
blades?
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here, they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
Dude, it's the MEI RAIDEN.
To save the world,
she's MEI, man. It's the
Izumo
horn.
splintered 70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 Sentinels.
I don't know, man. It's kind of like Divine Keys.
The first was Truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation.
Revelation?
It could teach mortals the way
Kinda
of
sounds
the
like
law
Fort Archives
and
as
create
well.
miracles from the deconstruction of all things.
That is definitely very similar.
The second was
Damn.
Sky, forged by the eternal Zenith. It could form a barrier from the firmament.
That's Push of the Void!
Gods of misery from
Oh my god! Okay, Honkai definitely
The third was
attacked her
Howl,
world.
able to summon lightning to rend the
That's
heavens,
Benares?
and meteors to rain down divine
Oh my
punishment.
gosh!
The fourth was Mist,
Wind?
able to break earth and tear
Dude!
a cloud with biting
Void
wind
and into lightning, into wind.
The fifth was Frost,
The visuals are gorgeous.
freezing the land in an instant.
Ice. Okay.
The sixth was Fate, the restless cycle of life.
Oh,
and
Search for Death. Oh my
Then there was
gosh.
Flare, Thought, Root, Form,
Flare, fire, I see you.
Maw. With those sentinels, we seized on
Oh my
tomorrow's
gosh.
expectation, winning victory after victory until
All
Finality.
were broken.
Who's this?
The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the end, that entirety was lost. And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into two bearers.
Only two?
The first was Origin.
Okay,
The
guys.
second
Was
was
end
End.
finality.
The
Dude.
world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo. But you and I both know the road to salvation does not exist.
I love the old.
There is no
the
trace
oldest.
of tomorrow.
Old Japanese art style.
Resisting the Kamigami,
Oh,
humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past,
Oh.
Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo.
Holy sh.
So,
Dude.
do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
This is an insane backstory for
because of a
Acheron.
lie. An end that never existed.
Dang. Then the Hildy
We
above.
long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk back.
Let's go.
Until
Oh my
the last
gosh.
blade is forged into not.
Dude, this is gorgeous. Okay. That's all the blades.
I knew this world was fleeting.
Dude, this is tragic, man.
And yet. And yet.
Oh my gosh. That was a banger one. They were not kidding with the Honkai stuff. That was so much. There's so many connections. Just from the top of my head, the ones I can find already, 12 plays, very similar to the 12 Divine Keys, okay? If you want to say 13 Flame Chasers, essentially, they're all correlated. But even the order of the keys is very similar to the order that we in Honkai. This is definitely putting the Honkai in Star Rail, like legitly. I'm pretty sure whatever descended upon them is just another version of Honkai. Dude, this beginning. Okay, I love that they leaned really heavily into the Japanese feel of Acheron. Especially with this art, the entire art style is just like a very reminiscent of like ancient like Japanese drawings. I don't know, like, or ancient might not be the word, but you know what I mean.
Past when the Yao Yorozu no
It's
Kami descended here.
It's definitely a smart choice, honestly.
They wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
I know, I mean, zoom that.
To save the world.
So this is definitely Acheron, especially the ending when we saw her hair change to the iconic white with the red arm. It's like this is definitely Acheron for sure. It's also her narrating, anyways, right? But that means even though these horns are different shape, she's definitely a version of MEI. I know they tiptoed around it and technically said, "Oh, you know, it's not who you think it is," like because they knew when we saw the images, we think her sure Thunder MEI. But I mean, this is definitely the MEI XP. They all know it. We all know it. This confirms it. But this is a lot more tragic. Because when the Honkai arrived, essentially,
and forged them,
it destroyed their world. And just like the 13 Flame Chasers, even though they kept winning each her sure, and turning their cores into keys, they eventually lost against Finality.
They could form a barrier of the law.
So we got this one. This scene, create miracles from the deconstruction of all things, basically is Void Archives. Or you can also look at it in terms of if you don't want to look at it that way, you can also think of like Star of Eden type deal, but more accurately is the first Hersher's power. But I think this one's closer to the first Divine Key. Second Sky is 100% Cosmic Juggernaut, or you can look at it as just Void Archive. Oh, not Void Archive, sorry. Hersher of the Void. This is just Hersher of the Void portals. 100%. And like, they were not sick of this.
It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing.
That's really cool. This way it was to block portals instead of constantly opening them.
The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend.
Yeah, so this is Hersher. This is MEI's own power. Lightning, for sure, lightning.
Meteors to rain down divine punishment. The fourth was Mist.
Yeah.
Able to break earth.
It's crazy.
And cloud with biting.
This is Hersher Wind. Wendy. They brought back Wendy in a sword. But, you know.
The fifth was Frost.
And we got Frost. So Frost is a little weirder. You could look at it as either Benaris, if you wanted to. Technically, Benaris works with lightning in a way. But you could also look at this as Rimstar with Anna and Owl after they can merge or before, just as Anna.
Freezing the land.
But this also works.
The sixth was Fate. The restless cycle of life and death.
Hersher Death. That's technically what Seal had as the stigmata before she became Hersher Rebirth. With Saw's power.
Then there was Flare.
Fire.
Root.
Okay. I didn't notice this. The way she says it sounds like they cut it off. Like she's narrating it a while and then they splintered it just a little. I wonder what all these other ones were. Because the ones, they definitely slow them down so all of us, all the Honkai fans go crazy and be like, yo! And they're like, no, they're right. Like, you know.
Then there was
It's really cool. I can't believe they did Fire 30 like this.
Thought
I'm not sure about. I think you could point this to kind of what I think Domination is the correct one.
Root,
I'm not sure. I don't actually know what that is. I think Hersher Binding is the closest one. Hersher Form, I'm not actually sure. That one I don't really know. That one I can make a guess of. Could be Hersher Origin, could be something else. After Binding it goes into Finality.
Form.
But there we have Bind, so it's not Bind. Maw.
With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's
I wonder what these other ones will be. because I have ideas. I don't remember the Hersher key, the divine keys, and all the Hershers off the top of my head super well. I know most of them, not all of them.
Expectation, winning victory after victory, until
All of them were broken.
I wonder who this is. This is definitely someone that's connected to Acheron. And so Acheron's now become Nihilde. At least from what I guess
Of
is.
every victory.
Her memories are definitely swallowed by Nihilde. We saw that in her trailer with Black Swan. And just because I think people were guessing that she's the emanator of Nihilde already.
Was a world in its entirety.
Yeah.
And in the end,
They lost.
entirety was lost.
Yeah, Honkai prevailed, finality won.
And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and
Who's
forged them into
Izumo?
2 bearers.
That's the real question.
The first was Origin.
So, Origin we can see is
second
definitely wielded by
End.
Acheron. Makes sense. That's a really good callback to how in also Honkai, Mei goes from Hersher Thunder into becoming Hersher Ocean after Alicia gives her blessing and powers essentially.
The world
Or
forged
reawakening, but you know what I mean.
70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
So it's really interesting that the other blade is turned into
But you and
finale,
I both-
the end.
The road to
This visual is
salvation does not
gorgeous.
exist.
The music
There
and
is no
sound design,
trace of tomorrow.
peak.
Resisting the Kamigami, humanity.
But they made this
eventually
essentially
become
that-
Oni.
Yeah, so this is the Honkai corruption. Like, this is just a Mei visual, man. The horns. Already Acheron had the red lining under her eyes, but that's very like Hersher Thunder Mei specifically. This is just how Hersher Thunder Mei was
We
when she was
pulled
given the Shrine Maiden outfit.
All for the destruction of 2 worlds. In times past,
The sequence is
Takamagahara,
insane, man. The
upon
music
which the
goes
kami
so
sat,
hard. With
was
the rising
surely
score
as
behind it.
beautiful as Izumo. So,
Oh, I didn't catch this
do you
the
still
first time.
remember why Izumo forged these blades?
They broke. Both the origin and the end broke.
because of a lie. An end that never existed.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
We
The
long
Hildy
since
came
strode
in,
into their shadow.
ended their
Each
worlds
step
for
forward
sure.
one that we can never walk back. Until the last blade is forged into... Not.
They reforged the last blade into becoming the Hildy. That's crazy, man. Her story goes wild. Acheron, she's losing the hordes here too. This is her fighting against the Hildy. Don't know how well it works, but I swallowed up all the worlds here. That's every single
I knew
sword.
this world was fleeting. And yet...
Dude, what a somber way to end off on this. Shaoji was cooking, man. This is definitely a great love letter to all the Honkai fans. Even if you don't know much about Acheron, you can appreciate that some great calamity happened, and despite Acheron was still fighting till the end. She held the last blade that Izumo had, and we don't know what happens after, but she fought to the end. Man, what a crazy trailer. Yeah. On that note, thanks for watching, everyone. This was a trip. I am so excited to see how Acheron is in the actual story and what more connections we have with her and other versions of Mei, if there are any. But man, Shaoji, you are crazy. Keep cooking. I'm definitely for Acheron, 100% full. Always. Guaranteed. Okay, guys. Quick edit here. But I just learned that I missed a couple of things. I was rewatching it on my own, but evidently in the Chinese and Japanese version, guess who the male narrator is?
其二，为重。
It's Kevin,
天下
man.
铸剑74000
This is 100% Kevin's voice. The theories go crazy now. Kevin and Mei were definitely fighting. Who knows what happened to Kiana? Kiana could have been wielding one of the blades and fallen. That's why she said the shoulder to shoulder thing. That's the theory that's going on right now. Kevin and Mei were definitely, or Atron here, were definitely the last ones fighting. I can't believe they brought for it. I was not ready for him to be back. Oh my gosh, we got Kevin back, dude. Oh, that's insane. I wonder what I need to know who this person is that the voice for Kevin is. Oh my gosh. But I've also figured out some of these other ones. So I think I misconstrued some of these. I don't know for sure. This is just theory. So fire. Thought is consciousness. I forgot this was a thing in technically the previous era. It's harder to figure out. The first one that they said, the one that creates seeing is Search of Reason. You could also look at it as Divine Key as well, that we have the Void Archives. Both work. Root was, I believe, let's see. Root, you could say, is technically Hersher of Earth. Form, thought can go be sentience as well, consciousness, sentience. That's probably what it is Hersher sentience specifically. Then we have Hersher form. I think form's origin. That's the only one that makes sense to me. It's a little weird that's here because technically Hersher origin is both one of the last ones in the current era in Honkai, and then one of the is the first in the previous era. Ma is corruption. I didn't think about it. It made sense why that. I don't know why I forgot it the first time I looked at it. And considering Flame Chaser arc was peak, but I just kind of forgot her corruption. Yeah. But then binding, you could also look at it as one of these is domination. It's insane. I did not realize this when I first saw it. The Honkai parallels are just so high, man. I'm gonna keep rewatching this and find more, but this will be the only edit. But guys, they got our boy Kevin, man. They got our boy Kevin.